Hey guys, it's Jeffree beautyriotx. So today is my final new product to show you guys, new product that I recently bought. I do have a basket of stuff that I bought over the last 6 months or so that I just haven't used on my channel, but this is the last new product that I have to show you guys since announcing my no buy. So that's what I'm gonna do. And this is, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right. I first saw this pop up on Instagram. I guess it was a post that this company put up. And I was like, wow, that looks really pretty. I love a good orange, red, warm shadow palette. And that's exactly what this is. So I went on the website and stuff. I was like, oh, this is pretty, but it's like a European site. I'm like, I don't feel like ordering overseas. Then Trend Mood posted it and I was like, all right, maybe I'll look into it a little more. I still didn't order it. And then they came out with free international shipping. And apparently I had already signed up for emails with them. I had remembered, oh, I had just gotten a 30% off discount code in my email. So I went on, got 30% off and free international shipping. So I was like, done. In the end, I think I ended up paying 20 bucks for this palette. Let's hope it was worth the 20 bucks, but I'm gonna tell you my initial thoughts right off the bat, but I'm gonna show you up close. It's like a cardboard palette. It feels really well made. It came in this plastic kind of sleeve, which is also felt very thick and well made, but I mean, it could have just easily came like this. I think it was kind of wasteful, the plastic sleeve, but whatever. The thing that kind of threw me right off the bat, I'm gonna show you a side by side. If you guys can see the marbled shades, and you tell me if you see a difference here. I feel like that picture of those shades was incredibly misleading. That is not what these are. Those looked like those Huda Beauty shades, those metallic, chunky glitter metallic shades. These do look like metallic shades, but these look like regular run-of-the-mill metallic shades that have slightly marbled stuff going on in them. They look like nothing special. I probably would have still gotten it, but I mean, I feel a little misled, to be honest. I still am very excited to try it. I think, okay, so let me go off camera, prime, and we'll see what we can do with this palette. As per usual, we're gonna try to switch it up on each eye, use as many shades as we can, and then I'll swatch the shades that I don't use on my hand. All right, so I think we're gonna start with Banoffee right here, which I watched the Great British Bake Off, and I know that's a big dessert flavor for them over there, which looks like a nice kind of cream sickle color. I'm gonna put that right here. Seems to have some nice payoff. And the setup of this, I didn't even tell you what this is called. This is called the LaRoc Pro Bakery Box. And I don't know if that's how you pronounce it because that sounds completely the same as LaRoc, the LaRoc that we have over here. So if I can find a correct pronunciation somewhere, I'll let you guys know, but that looks like how it's spelled. And I think now I want to go in with Pancakes right here. Every shade I'm doing right now, until I say otherwise, will be matte. And I mean, I really like the color scheme. I do see 2 or 3 shades that, maybe 4 that look kind of similar, but they're spread out in a way that I can't really tell. That's tricky of them. I like it. I'm gonna make this side the more neutral side, and then this side the more colorful side. I'm gonna use a different brush. It is going on, but I wanted to tack on a little bit more. So I'm gonna use my Smith 247 and do Pancakes again. That didn't seem to layer on Banoffee that well. But I mean, it's not that much deeper, so maybe that's why. All right, so let's go into Marzipan, which is right next to Pancakes. Again, it's not layering that well. Let's go into the crease with a brown. And I think I'm gonna use my Scott Barnes 62 brush, which I think I've been enjoying. And I think I'm gonna use the shade, I think I'm just gonna go dark, and I think I'm gonna do the shade Granola right here. These all just look kind of sheer. That first Banoffee shade was pretty, but everything after just seems to be blending into nothing. I mean, like, nothing has much pigment. Even when I was using my Smith brushes, which usually is what I use for like packing, like everything is just kind of blending together. And that granola shade looks pretty dark, and it's not really doing much justice over here. Like this eye just kind of looks like it's all blending together. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna swatch all three of the metallic shades on this side just to see how they lay when I swatch them on my hand, and then I'll put them down on a cut crease. I mean, they're pretty. So we have whipped cream at the top, which is like champagne, and then we have maple syrup and birthday cake at the bottom, which is more of like a pink. They're just kind of basic metallic shades. Yes, I mean, they're pretty and they feel really nice, but they're definitely not those like crazy looking ones that it looked like in the pictures that I saw. All right, we're gonna go in with maple syrup first, just like the copper one. I think I'm just gonna use all three. They feel nice and smooth. I'm gonna go in with the pink one, birthday cake now. And I'm gonna finish with whipped cream, and I'm gonna use my sponge applicator for that. Little underwhelmed if you can't tell. All right, let me prime the other side, and let's hope for better luck with the brighter shades because I can't return this. So I think on this side, I think we're gonna go in again with Banoffee again because it's kind of the lightest shade in here. Oh my gosh, did you guys see Trend Mood is putting out a subscription box? Right in time for my no-buy, because I absolutely would have subscribed to that. All right, next we're gonna go in with my Smith 230 brush, and I think we're gonna go in with Coral Shade Butter Pecan right here. And like I said, there's definitely like a handful of shades that look kind of like repeats, but it's broken up in a very pleasing way that doesn't bother me that much. The light shades seem to be nice, but I mean, I want them all to be nice. All right, I'm gonna go in with my 235 Smith brush. I think I'm gonna go for the gold and go into, I'm gonna do Popsicle right here. I was gonna jump into one of the deep shades right off the bat, but I mean, there's too many good bright ones that I really wanna try. All right, that one on okay. All right, the light brights. Okay, so far. I'm gonna stick with this brush. And now we're gonna go into Jelly right here, which immediately caught my eye. And this is like a hot red. Definitely gonna stick. Oh, wow, that is really nice. All right, now we're gonna take, I think the deepest red shade, which is Rocky Road. This is one of my dual-ended profusion brushes that I got in one of my palettes. I really like this for packing on color. So I'm gonna take this shade right here, which is Rocky Road. I'm gonna put this all over like my bottom, my lid right here. Let me try my finger. Using my Smith brushes again. My poor 247. Yeah, this is not depositing any of this Rocky Road shade on top of the colors we just did. Like it's, like there's nothing there. It's just moving it around. All right, so here's the finished mattes. The deepest red, which wasn't like black red. So I mean, I'm not sitting here being like, oh my God, but it didn't deposit color into the crease, only on the lid where it was slightly tacky. All right, so again, we have three metallic shades on this side. Starting with the darkest, we have Oatmeal, Honey, and Angel Food right here. So the first one we did was Oatmeal. I'm going in with Angel Food now. And then we'll finish off with Honey, which is like the lighter gold one. All right, let me go off camera, finish the rest of my makeup. I'll use a few more of these to kind of smoke my lower lash line. And then we'll come back and I will tell you my final thoughts. Although I'm sure you can figure it out by now. I'm not good at hiding my reactions, I'm sure. BRB. With 2 huge highlighters and an endless collection of eyeshadow tones, the Bakery Box palette is one of our must-haves for your collection. This extremely pigmented palette blasts past the ordinary, from jaw-dropping eyeshadows to eye-popping highlights. This palette has everything you need and more. I call massive bullshit. I'm gonna try the 2 highlighters, which in my opinion look way too much the same. One's a tiny bit more bronze than the other. I mean, yes, there is a slight difference, but in my opinion, one should be much, much lighter. Like, they both seem to be deep in tone. But I'm gonna try one on each cheek. I feel like they might both work for me, but I feel like if you're a skin tone a shade or 2 lighter than me, it's not gonna work for you. Yeah, this is too deep. Like, this is way too gold and deep. So this is Sugar Cookie, that's the one on the top. And this is Eton Mess, looks like. I thought it said Elton John at first, but it doesn't say that. They're both a hint too deep for me. So I'm a bit confused. I did use them as inner corner highlights and they looked fine. Even for $20, I don't think this is a very good palette. I'm gonna swatch for you a few of the shades I didn't use. I'm just gonna tell you the names of them. I'm not gonna hold it up every time. So we have Pavlova, Hazelnut, Frosting, and Pumpkin Pie, which I love. I mean, that is a gorgeous shade. I did use a little bit of it on the lower lash line, but it definitely didn't pop like obviously it does here. I'll swatch the second row, which one of the shades I didn't use was Gingerbread. I didn't use Macaroon, which was this pink shade. I didn't use Cheesecake on the bottom row. And I'm pretty sure that's the last shade. This Cheesecake shade is really pretty. It's like a taupe, or like just a nice light brown. This is my problem. I know somebody is going to say in the comments, like everybody loves to say, you didn't use it right. First off, oh, you need to use it on a sticky base. Fuck you and your sticky base, first of all, okay? Because if there's a special way you need to use an eyeshadow, I don't want to use your eyeshadow because it's not eyeshadow then. If it's a special kind of eyeshadow, just give me an eyeshadow. It's impossible to use, like, okay, let's say you have to use it on a sticky base. How is it possible to use, if you want to use 4 or 5 shades out of this, how is it possible to use every shade on a sticky base on your eye? It's almost impossible. Am I making sense? I know I'm not saying it right. But do you know what I'm saying? Like, how are you supposed to have that much room to keep your eyes sticky, to have that much tackiness to make shadows work? I'm very disappointed in this palette. I don't recommend it. I was thinking as I was using it, oh, maybe I'll keep it for the warm shades. I have a million warm shades. Like, I can't for the life of me think of why I would keep this. This side is so underwhelming. This side, I mean, didn't completely disappoint me, but I don't want just half the shadows to work. I want at least 90% of the products of eyeshadows in a palette to be good. Not just be okay, not just be like, oh, well maybe. No. If I paid money for it, I don't care if I paid $10 for it, $5 for it, $20, $40, $50, $60, $100. I want most of that palette to be good. That's what I expect. As a consumer, as somebody who spent money on something, I want to like the whole palette. I want it to all be good, but I'll give you 90%, okay? It better be 90% good. I'm not even asking for excellence. I'm asking for good. I don't know. I'm underwhelmed. If you guys have tried this for yourself, let me know. If you are somebody who loved this palette, that's great. I'm happy for you that you didn't waste your money. But please don't give me the tip, oh, you have to use it on something sticky. My eyes were sticky. People love to give tips, and I appreciate tips. But give me a tip I didn't use already in front of you. Anyway, that was it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as for the rest of my videos, there will be no more new products. No more new releases. Only my 2 subscription boxes and only products that I already own and other Beauty Sunday videos. So that was it. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye.